Good morning. I hope you're all well. It's a lovely sunny Saturday, even though it's very, very windy. I'm waiting for Amazon deliveries to come so I can sort my hair out. I'm also going out in the garden. I am dressed. I just like wearing my dressing gown in the house. We just put our bets on for the Grand National. It's a family tradition. My mum absolutely loved the Grand National. It was something she really did love. So we always put a horse on for her, and then everyone does their horses. Even the dogs choose a horse. So that's done. So we'll stop and watch that at 4 o'clock. Eric has a thing about horses, so he will bark all the way through the Grand National and get himself all wound up, jumping up and down on the chairs. And yeah, I'm going to go and put my greenhouse together. So I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday already. And you'll just get little snippets of my weekend. And then I'll probably post this vlog up on Monday. Whatever I win, I've decided we'll go into buying bird boxes and insect hotels to plant around. So when my grandson comes over, and my little granddaughters, they'll be able to enjoy birds, and we're going to buy some more seeds and bulbs and that for the garden. Thank you, Andy. You are very inspiring. Oh, just a quick one. Popped in from outside to watch the Grand National. It's the only thing we bet on every year. Like I said, it was a family tradition. And my horses, because we do it through William Hill, so you get paid the top 4 places. I got 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So, yeah, I've done well this year. I hope all the horses are fine and, all the jockeys are fine. They have amazing protocols in place. Didn't get to go this year. So wanted to, but, surgery came first. So no Grand National this year. Next year, hopefully, we'll be there. But, yeah, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Ain't bad. So I'm just packing my bag for the day. This is just like iPads, tablets, pens, drawing stuff, just in case. But I will be in the garden putting up my little greenhouse bits. I've also been on Amazon this morning. So people who know me know I'm a bit of a giver. I can't help it. It's the way I am. And I was just strolling through Amazon and I found this amazing remote car that's like massive. Here you go. Massive, this car. And I thought, do you know what? That'd be so great for the guys on the 110. This remote control, flipping, jumping stunt wagon thing for them to mess about with. Chris Tate will probably modify it with a new exhaust and go faster stripes or something like they have done to the Cromlech or the Suzuki. I have no idea what I'm on about. Go onto Instagram, look at the 110 Farm. Better still, go on to Life of Tom or Viking Tom or Chris Tate's Off-Roads. I think that's how it goes. I'll put QR codes up here of all of those channels. Check them out, because as well as looking at lovely lambs and sheep and the beautiful nature trail by Andy the Gardener, who I'll also put up here, and you know I am a super fan of Andy the Gardener G-Cross, because he teaches so many kids about birds and trees and insects, and I would have loved to have had him about when I was at school learning about nature, because ours was so strict. I went to an all-girls school and it was so strict and so boring and stuff, where he makes it so much fun. And the kids are going on their nature trails and they've got their little handy books where they're drawing stuff, and oh my God, it's incredible what he's done in such a short space of time just by letting kids able to be part of his channel. But anyway, I digress. I get back to it. So all these guys are crazy guys. So they do all this lovely stuff on the land, and Lydia's doing her static, which is going to be incredible. And as you know, I'll put Lydia's over here. I love watching what she's doing with her friend Jenny. I love Jenny. Jenny's so sweet. And but they do all this crazy stunt stuff, and I do find it really, really like, God, I wish I was there, you know, living my craziness through their videos. So yeah, I bought this car, so I'm hoping he likes it and they all like it and they can have a bit of fun with it on the land. And even Alfred, his son, can switch it on and have a go. Right, it's also, because it's Sunday, 6:09, it will be another card here. Mr. Nino G, 75. It will be his time for his weekly vlog. I will be tuning in for that, definitely. And also he's got his merch, so go onto his website. Go onto here, you get all the details. Go onto his website, buy his merch. The beanies are the best. Also, it's Sunday, so that's Lydia's vlogs. We'll see what she's been up to for the week with the static. I'll put that here. With the static and Alfred and Jenny and nursery, and oh, she does make me laugh. When she does her DIY and putting the furniture together, I literally cry. It's incredible. Anyway, I must go because I need to get something to eat. I need to get my scruffs on. I need to get in the garden. What a glorious day. I don't do sun. I don't like being out in the sun. You'll always find me in the shade. Let me get in my shed. But it's just so lovely. And I've got myself a little seat in the shed, so I'm in the shade. But yeah, it is so lovely. I was going to sit on our love seat, but it's too much in the sun and I can't bother getting an umbrella out. So I've always got toothpaste around my mouth. Oh, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm out in the garden and it's absolutely glorious. These aren't sunglasses, these are just my reactor, some ordinary lenses that react. Let's see how long it takes me to put together my greenhouse. Yeah, I'm going to started at 2:08 and finished at 2:26. There you go, that's it all put together. I started putting my trays in. I've got my little seeds I got from my daughter. Some are herbs, some are vegetables. So this is some of the herbal collection. And as you can see, there's lots of them on there as well. So there's 4 packets for the herbal collection. Now actually ends up being 4 packets of the veg. Got them in my little mini propagators. And I will water them. Don't keep them too wet, just keep them damp. Open them up in the daytime, the greenhouse, so they get a bit of air and sunlight. And tuck them all up in bed in the evening. There you go, so these are all ready. I have a few more I need to put in, but you'll see there's a giant pot down the bottom. That's got freesias and gladioli. Then you've got these radish, beetroot, chilli. Behind a cauliflower and spring onion. Up here you've got runner beans, peas, French beans, some more freesia doubles. Over here you've got sweet basil, onion, there's cress, there's strawberries and more French runner beans. Up there you've got tomatoes, and in here you've got more herbs like thyme, oregano and stuff. Of course they're all in bed for the night in their little propagators. There you go, Carla's been up and put up our little bird stuff. So we've got little bird caravan. That's Lydia's static caravan with a birdhouse. And then we've got a little bench, which is Andy's bench on the trail. Hi guys, so I've had a great day in the garden. I've potted all my herbs. I've done a lot of the vegetables, but things like some of the beans and some of the carrots and stuff, I've got to go and get deeper pots. But we've had a bit of a set too. So I'm actually was outside watching Jenny, Lydia and Tash. So it's actually Lydia's vlog. I will put a link like I normally do. So her vlog's on there, and it was Jenny's birthday. And they've just been to his place that does chocolates for lunch and everything. That at the moment. But my ankle has swollen really, really badly. So yeah, you can see if I do that little bend, so my ankle has swollen really badly. We couldn't quite work out why. Then we had a look at my scar because it was really hurting a bit. And we were saying yesterday how there's a bit of it looked a bit yellowy and a bit sore. It's opened up. in one place, the one place that we were really quite worried about, and it hasn't. It's reopened up. It's yellow. If you touch the sides of my knee, there's pus coming out. So there's an infection somewhere, and the last thing I need is an infection getting into my knee, because my surgeon said if that happens, there's a chance my knee joint will have to come out and be washed out and everything, and then reinserted. I can't go through that. So tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm going to get into the doctor's, see the doctor or the nurse, whichever, get some antibiotics put on that, or antibiotics put in me, and let's get this knee sorted, because I was having such a great day on it, and I've done so much in the garden, which I'll put clips in. I put my greenhouse together, that was in record time, sat on the beanbag, doing my potting, out in the sun, and music playing, great. And then I thought, oh, my ankle don't look great. I haven't been on it that much, why is that swelling? To, oh, what's all this stuff dripping down my knee? So yeah, I'm a little concerned. Carl's quite concerned, so I will fill you in tomorrow after I've been to the doctor's and find out what's going on. If I see the nurse, I will film the appointment, because I know the nurses are great. The doctor won't allow me to film my appointments. Even if I don't show the doctor and it's my appointment and my knee, they won't allow me to. But yeah, we will see how that goes. I'm going to carry on watching this because it's on my iPad. I would normally put it on the big telly. But Carl's watching Catchphrase, and straight after this vlog, Lydia's vlog, beg my pardon, I'm so sorry, after we've watched Lydia's vlog, there's 8 of us getting on our book club to read this book. So 6 of us are reading the same book. 2 other ladies, one from South Africa and one from Leeds, have got their own books, and they're going to tell us all about their books, so then we can decide if to read them or not. And it's really nice because someone gives you the synopsis of the book, not just what's on the jacket cover, but their synopsis of the book. It's really nice because you go, great, actually, I really fancy that, without just having the jacket cover. Let me turn. So just having the jacket cover and just getting the nice highlights and then finding the rest of the book's rubbish. I haven't got round to straightening my hair. Like I said, I was out in the garden too much. Now I can't be bothered, it's too late now. Well, it's not late, I know it's not even 8 o'clock yet, but it's too late. In the world of, in the world of hair relaxing, it would take just over an hour, and I haven't got the bandwidth for that. I can't remember where I've put my glasses either at the minute. So yeah, they've disappeared. I'm also in the middle of doing some more artwork, so I've got a line drawing one there, that's going up on my walls, but I've got these 2, and it's weird. I will paint 2 of the same, and then I will decide which one I like best, and one of them is for a gift, so it depends which one looks the best. And then whichever one I don't use, I will repaint white, gesso and everything, and reuse the canvas. So yeah, I'm going to go and finish watching the vlog and get ready for the book club. And remember, if you want to join, just contact me on Instagram, and it's the Static Book Club. We're called that because it all came about through Lydia and her static caravan, her static lodge, sorry, the Lydia Lodge. And it just came about calling it the Static Book Club. So yeah. Good morning, it's 10:55 on a Monday morning. Didn't pick up my camera when I first got up because last night I think I said I might not have done an outro, I was so tired. But a part of my knee wound healing has opened up, and it was yellow and pussy and not looking so good. So this morning I got in touch with the doctors. I've just been in with the nurse, saw a different nurse, and so I didn't want to take my camera out. But it looks like it's infected. It does not look good at all. It's very yellow, it's very deep. It's quite a hole, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it just looks very unhealthy. It's very warm. I'm feeling very cold-like symptoms, so they think that it's probably, can you reach it? Probably infected, but they've taken a swab. I should get the results back in a couple of days. In the meantime, they've put something called, it's not iodine, but it's iodine coated, and it's got another name called IO something. 1 second, someone just drove down there on a motorbike the wrong way, down Rectory Road. Did you just see that? He turned. Yeah, motorbike. Sorry, saw a bike go down a one-way street. Obviously, does not live in this area, but a lot of people do that, and it happens a lot. Right, sorry, yeah, he had just gone. He's just turning around because he's gone the wrong way. Anyway, so I've got to come back on Friday. So they've got this little iodine coated antiseptic patch which they've put on the actual hole, then put a dressing on the top. Not to take that dressing off because it's got the iodine patch. Don't matter how mucky it gets, because the antiseptic patch will suck up anything and stop it going back in. Keep it dry, so no showers, no lotions or stuff. She was pretty good, well, really good, and she made sure that she put the dressing, a smaller dressing on, so the rest of the scar isn't affected so much. And it's the soft pore dressings, because of course I'm allergic to the plastic ones. So yeah, I've got a bit of a step backwards. Also this morning, coming down the stairs, I'm now starting to go up the stairs one step at a time, like the physio has said. Even though, because our steps are quite high, it's quite a lift up in my leg, so I can't do it all the time. And because of my back, I have to sometimes use my stair lift. But this morning, coming down, for some unknown reason, I did it differently. Now, when I come down the stairs, I have to come down bad foot, good foot, bad foot, good foot on the steps. So I've always got 2 feet, like, you know, walking like that. For some unknown, God forbid, I'm saying, lost my train of thought because I saw the tattoo, so I was thinking of my new tattoo design. Anyway, I was coming down the stairs, so I was doing 2 steps, nice and slowly and gently. And for some reason, my brain went, just walk down the stairs 1 step at a time. So I put standing on the step with both feet, and I put my good foot down on the next step, which then bent my knee, on my bad knee, too far forward in a too deep a bend. It bent my knee too far, and I nearly came headfirst down the stairs. It scared the bejesus out of me. I screamed so loudly, Carl literally came running, didn't you? He literally dropped everything and came flying and got me down the stairs. So that is also making it really painful today. But, you know, I've got things to do. I've got my hair to relax. I've also got to dye it because I've got a lot of yellow. The lighting's really bad because of the sun. There you go. All yellow around there from where I bleached it, so I've really got to do that. I've got to go and take the lids off my propagators. All that, we are going into the new B&M. So this is us. We went into, excuse my boot, we went into B&M to get 2 plant pots and some labels. £117 later. So yeah, we did spend a lot, but oh, that was fun. I just got anything I felt like getting. But wouldn't it be great if Andy had like bird cards that he made of all the birds that he sees and stuff, and that we can go online and look at and tick off if we see those birds, because I know the kids are doing it, and they went out on a school trip and they're doing it. But I would like to recognise the birds and say, yes, I've got this in the garden. But anyway, maybe one day. The man is very, very busy. But anyway, I was standing in B&M, and just as you go in the door, there's a section for the Nescafe coffee. Carl had gone to get a trolley, and I was just standing there. And this guy came, well, I was talking to the lady that worked there. She was removing the Easter eggs from the top of the shelf to go and put in a display at the front. And I said to her, "Are you getting rid of the Easter eggs?" And she was like, no, just moving them to the front. Do you want one? And I was like, no, I don't eat chocolate. And she was like, oh my God, I hardly ever eat chocolate, but I do now and again. And I was like, no, I literally haven't eaten chocolate since I was 14. This guy walked, so the lady, I'm chatting away, she just walked off. As she walked off, she walked past this guy in a hoodie with the hood up, with a rain mac with the hood up, a pair of tracksuit bottoms and some really dodgy looking trainers. Now, he only stood out because it's very warm, and he had a hoodie with the hood up and a jacket with the hood up. and he had a baseball cap underneath that as well, and he kept it down really low over his eyes. And then he cleared a whole shelf of the tins of coffee, the ones that come in the tins, probably 30-40 of them, into his Iceland's carrier bag. And then walked past the lady I was talking to, the assistant, who was busy, because she had her back. So he waited until she turned her back and come back, and he just walked out. And I was like, what? And I thought, no, I've got to say something. And I thought, I can't say anything to him, I'll end up getting in trouble with him. So I said to her, literally, this man just walked out with all this coffee, and she was like, oh my God. So she radioed for security. By the time they come, he'd long gone. But she was saying that happens literally every day, and they think it's the same person. I mean, he's the manager. He is. He's the manager. Yeah. Yeah, literally happens. Allow me to order some. So I've got to order some trolley tokens. Yeah, it literally, she said it happens every day. Same things that are near the door, and they think it's the same guy. They just can't catch him. But she was saying they are $2.99 a pop, and they're right above the £6 jars of coffee. So he leaves the £6 jars of coffee to take loads and loads of the $2.99 tins of coffee. Now it could be because they're not so heavy, easier to run and not clink together and break, don't know. But yeah, it's a shame because yes, B&M are a big store, but as she said, their stocks are taking a real big hit, and the more they do it, the more the prices are going to go up, and people that are on this, like the rest of us, are going to be the ones that have got to pay for it. It's such a shame. Oh yeah, so it's 20 to 4. I've been out in the garden and I've been potting some more seeds. So I've been doing my tomato plants and some bulbs. 1 second, got to bend down. Trying to put some trousers on, so I just got changed. This is why it's a funny angle. Because I've decided there's a wall. Yeah, excuse the what's on the telly. So yeah, I'm just going to find the trainers. So I've been potting, but I've run out of compost, and I was saying there's a wall I don't like, and it seems to be like where workmen or whoever has like cleaned their brushes on my brick wall when they've washed them. And yesterday, if you have a look at one of my videos of when I did my greenhouse, you can see the white paint marks on the brick wall, and I've hated it for ages and just never got around to it. So I was like, nope, we're going to go and get some masonry paint and we're going to paint the wall. I wasn't going to go out again because I'm actually quite sore, but Carl wants me to come and choose the paint. Let me sit down. So yeah, he wants me to, that's better. I need to get my tripod out. He wants me to choose the paint. So, but when I was in B&M spending like an idiot, I found these Flumps cereal. Now my kids love Lucky Charms, you know, I don't care how old they are, they love Lucky Charms, but Flumps. So I don't know who remembers Flumps. They were long like marshmallow things in a packet, and we used to have Flump fights just for a laugh, and we'd like pretend we were fencing with Flumps. Of course I missed when they were like younger and did things like that, but my daughter, my youngest daughter, who's not youngest, she's 25, we still do Flump fights, and we pretend that they're Harry Potter wands, and we go like this with the Flumps. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I've got to buy them. So I've bought them. I'm going to wrap them up and I'm going to post them to her at uni because I'm not going to see her for a little while. Off I go again. So it's, I think, about 4:30. I'm out in the sunshine. Like I said, I've been to Wickes. Came to Wickes to get some paint. Ended up getting some paint and some other bits and spending £75. I can't do it. I seem to only be able to spend like an idiot. But we did get the paint, and it was easier to get a 10-litre paint. So we got that, and then we got a brush. I needed some clips for my greenhouse. I've got a couple of hanging baskets. Carl got a couple of hose pipe lock straight connectors. And I think that was it. So yeah, it was things I wanted, but I didn't know I wanted till I saw them and then realised I wanted them. Now I'm just about to go into Pets at Home. This is one of my favourite places. I don't go and look at the pets, I just like the people here. They are so nice. So we're in here to get Eric's pet food. Eric has IBS. When he was bred, because his parents are cross winners, the breeder fed him on raw and it hasn't agreed with him at all. So since then he's always had trouble with finding a food that doesn't make him sick. Oh, all the coats are reduced, but it's too warm. I think when I do get him a new coat, I'm going to go to, is it Viking Tom's wife's company, because they make jackets and they're fantastic. So Eric has to have weight management food, because if you put him on anything else he puts on weight, also has chronic diarrhea and sickness. So he has this weight management food, AVA. It's the only thing that agrees with him. We've tried others to try and wean and see if we can get him onto the same as Bertie, but no, it hasn't worked. So Bertie actually has his food delivered from tails.com, personalised food. Do you look at baskets?
Yeah.
I haven't got any. Trying to get Bertie the same basket as we've got Eric, but we just can't seem to get it, and it's only in some massive size. I keep looking because we want one that we don't have to, that's easy to unzip and wash, because Bichons get really sweaty, really smelly because they're woolly like, and it just doesn't work. But the cats have got food, they've got milk, and now the dogs have got all their stuff. And let's go and check out Chip and Barney. They are, Chip's 2.5 years old, Barney's 12 months old, and they're in the adoption. They're both males, but look at the beautiful spirals on his coat. I'd love a couple of guinea pigs. Right, it's that time again, just about to head off to bed. So you may have noticed that wasn't much of an outro. I just said I was going to bed. But yes, there's something else you might have noticed. I've shaved my hair. So it got to the point I was just about to relax it, and I thought, do you know, I can't be bothered. It's been ages since I've just done something liberating and a bit drastic. So got the clippers out and I shaved my hair number 2 all over. It's only hair. I've got wigs, I've got baseball caps, I've got summer hats, I've got beanies. But actually, let my hair just grow back and have new growth, then I can do whatever I like with it. So I have. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already on there, and I'll post more pictures.